Welcome to episode 2 of Bad to Rad. We've got the Superjet here. So last time we installed the ride plate and the intake grate. This time we're going to be working with the quick steer bracket here. I'm going to show you how to install it, which it's super simple. It's got this little instructions here. Here's the before and after video that we took of the bar and the nozzle movement from the factory location, and then we're going to cut to the outermost location of on the stock steering plate. Okay, this is complete factory location. We are checking the movement. Go. Okay, so we're moving it from the complete factory location to the outermost hole, and this is going to speed up the steering. So the farther you go from the pivot point out, the faster the nozzle is going to move for your given bar input. So it just takes a 10 millimeter. Nice and snug, nothing too tight. Put this guy back on here, slide that back, on, good to go. Okay, this is the outermost point, motion test. Now that we've sped up the steering as much as we can with the stock components, whereas we went with the steering plate and we moved it all the way out, we're going to work with the stock nozzle now and install the Pro Watercraft Racing quick steer bracket. So this guy just installs with one bolt on the nozzle here, and what it's going to do is it's going to move the pivot point farther in. So you're going to have it far out up on your steering plate, and you're going to move it farther in here, and that is going to speed up your steering. So you're going to need to break this loose. The bottom nut. Take off the steering cable. Okay. Alright, so now that we've retooled, I thought that this guy was going to come off. We've got our 10 millimeter ratchet. Okay.
Cool.
So this guy is not used again. So he's done his work on your stock Superjet. Little instructions. So we disconnected the steering cable. We removed the OEM ball bolt. Okay, reusing the nut and washer, but we are getting rid of the bolt. Okay, so the quick steer bracket to the steering nozzle using the supplied bolt and reusing the washer and nut from step 2. So you've already got your ball bolt installed on this one. Slides over that, like that. Got your 10 millimeter head bolt. Just snug. This is all aluminum. We got our stock washer. So washer first, then nut. Alright, being able to see the hole is a huge deal. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Got that there. And this guy here. Okay, go ahead and move it. The Pro Watercraft Racing steering right there. I think you can see it. Yeah. So I'm gonna go test it out. And so in theory, or in practice, what it's supposed to do, it's gonna make the steering more sensitive around the center, so you're gonna be able to correct faster in the event of, you know, getting off kilter or whatever. and it's also going to make it to you where you don't have to move the bars so much, and kind of like when you're really trying to finesse a corner, you don't want to be banging the bars back and forth to try to get, you know, as much turning as you can. As well as if you're trying to do like tricks and stuff, and do like the tail slide, this will help. The faster you can get the steering to break it loose, the better. We should be nice and warmed up. Oh my goodness, it's so wavy out here. But this is a good test as far as recovery, because before, I'll show some stock footage, it actually had quite a hard time, I guess, reacting to the waves. I'm gonna go ahead and do a recap now, since, like I said, my GoPro probably had a ton of water in it, and you just hear anyway. So, on the 4-stroke Superjet, we did install the Pro Watercraft Racing quick steer bracket, and it is a definite win for the money, for the effort it takes to install, and what you get out of it. So, like I was saying, it does quicken your steering input around center. So instead of, you can make small corrections when you get a little bit unbalanced or you hit a wave, instead of having to bang back and forth and overcorrect and do all that. So definitely a win for the 4-stroke Yamaha Superjet.